Oh, brother, this guy stinks! Our second day at sea. We are on the ship all day. They made a very big point last night about don't try and go ashore because that also equates to man overboard or woman overboard. So we are on the ocean all day and it's going to be awesome. We've got Palo tonight.
Yep, we have a Palo dinner tonight. We rode the aqueduct earlier this morning. We
Breakfast at Cabanas was wonderful, yeah.
We just did a little bit this morning and now we're getting with the detective agency. We have some trivia this afternoon. We're going to do Palo. I'm going to go get my hair done. It's going to be fun. So, jam-packed day. It's going to be great.
Start your search at this location.
Deck 5 aft. We are doing another mystery. And today we are helping Donald, Mickey, and Goofy figure out who stole the missing paintings right off the ship. Looking at our little book, there are 7 suspects and they're all villains.
Yay, sorry.
Anne's tired.
I am.
She's had 3 ice cream cones and is ready for a
I've
nap.
had 2 ice cream cones. Some of you seem like I've had an absurd amount of ice cream before noon.
Anybody who comes on a cruise ship has an absurd amount of ice cream.
I wonder if the suspect has been here. Use your night scope.
Ooh.
This looks like a left handprint.
Alright, so here are the culprits. We have Jafar, Cruella de Vil, Maleficent, Captain Hook, Evil Queen, Dr. Facilier, and then Yzma. Captain Hook is probably not our guy because, well, there was a left handprint left and Captain Hook doesn't really have a left hand. So who knows, unless he had like a gag hand. It's like Goofy with some crazy hair. We are progressing through, and this is the part where I'm going to stop showing so much of what's going on the screen because I don't want to spoil it. And so, all I can say is that these are a lot of fun. It's definitely something good to do when you're just on the seas the entire day. We've completed our midship detective agency. We figured out who stole all the paintings off the ship. I'm not going to share that information because, well, I don't want to spoil it, but it was fun. I think we knocked it out a lot quicker than we thought we would.
I also noticed that they were all different.
Yeah.
Like, we did the same activity as another child, but our painting was different than the one that he found. So it's interesting how, even though we were doing the same one, they found different things.
They seem to randomize certain steps in order to not really give it away. Obviously, there's still a chance that you might just happen to see, like, the finale if you're walking by at the right time, or I guess the wrong time. But still, I think they do a good job of keeping it so that it's pretty hard to spoil. There was one couple who was having a hard time with the Muppets one, and we noticed that their little pin code was completely different from ours. Our code word, I won't say what it was, but it was a 4-letter word that was not inappropriate. But basically it was a 4-letter word. Their 4-letter word was different and still appropriate. So, yeah, it wasn't a bad word. Bad words are...
Pretty sure it was like sock.
Sock, spot, stuff. Wait,
stuff.
that's a 5-letter word.
So something that you can do on the ships is you can utilize Senses Spa for a lot more than just like all sorts of like massages and facials and stuff. You can also utilize it for things like hair appointments and manicures. So I booked a hair appointment. It was $50 for an hour. So I'm gonna go check in for that right now, and we'll see how everything goes.
We're back in the tube, back of the ship, and I'm gonna try my luck at Disney Tunes trivia. I am flying solo this time, and is doing a hair appointment for our dinner tonight, and I have some time to kill, so I'm probably gonna get my butt kicked at trivia. I'm not really one for trivia, but maybe the fact that it's music will kind of help me a little bit, so we'll see how this goes.
Super easy process. You just walk up to the front desk and tell them that you're there for an appointment. They look you up in the system, they check you right in, and then you get to hang out in this really lovely juice bar until your person comes to grab you, which is super, super easy.
Compared to yesterday's crowd, this is so much more packed today. There's a lot of people in here. It's much louder. I'm also noticing some familiar faces from yesterday, including the winners of Disney Tunes Trivia. So I'm hoping that these 15 songs are different. I think this is literally the same thing as yesterday.
Together, are we okay? Good enough? Sure. All right, here's number 2.
If there's a cross
Yep.
or a rotten judgment.
Alright, I am out on the veranda right now, and I'm just kind of enjoying the view. It's getting a little windy. It's also looking like we're heading into some rainstorms, so that's going to be pretty interesting to see how stable the ship remains.
And done. Oh my gosh, you did such a good job. I really love it. Okay, so a couple of updates about the price. So it's not $50, it was $180, which is a very big price difference. So I didn't want to like have you guys like they'd be like we have followers at this point, but I didn't want anybody watching this to sign up and then go, oh shoot, like it was way more.
It's been really smooth. Probably today's the most smooth it's been since we've casted away, but I'm sure we're going to get a little bit of rocking and rolling as we head into some of these foggier, stormier waters. Anyway.
She did a keratin treatment, she shampooed it, she, did all of the stuff, and then she styled it, and it's really pretty, but it was just a lot more than I initially thought it was gonna be. Okay, that slammed, but this is what it looks like. She even did these cute little braids. She did such a good job. So yeah, I definitely recommend going to the spot and getting your hair done if you're going for like a nice dinner at Palo or anything. I did opt into buying a shampoo from her, just because I'm looking for a breakage shampoo anyway, and hers was only $40, so I thought, why not grab it? So I did get that, but just know that they're going to talk to you about the products at the end, and as long as you're okay with that, I think they do a really nice job. It turned out really, really pretty.
I've never seen you do your hair that way, and I love it.
Right? I
I think
love
it looks really cute.
that she put in this little braid. But I was just telling the camera, because I said we don't have any followers, so maybe this is in the future.
Not yet.
Not yet. I thought that it was only going to be 50 with, I had a treatment, like once they added in all of the stuff that they wanted to add in, it was $211 with tax and gratuity and all that jazz. So it was a hefty thing, definitely a splurge for us at this point in our life. But it was really, really fun, and I definitely recommend it. I feel like the video doesn't do my hair justice to how healthy it looks, which I care more about than the curls. I can always fix up curls, but health of your hair is really fun. So
it does look really, really good.
Yeah.
I've never seen it done like this in the 10 years I've known you, and I gotta say I love it.
I really
It's
like
really
that
cool.
she did this. So I'm gonna try to sleep with this tonight, see if it'll stay. I doubt it will. But and then maybe wear it snorkeling tomorrow. Who knows? But we're gonna get ready now for our Palo dinner. And done. If only it took that little amount of effort to do your hair and your makeup.
Right. I don't want to say how many attempts or how long it actually took me to get my hair looking like this.
Took a couple of tries, but we are on our way to Palo for our dinner reservation, and we're gonna take you along with us. It's gonna be fun. Just a little fit check for Tyler. Nice pair of pants and then his fancy boots. So I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but it's actually Pirate Night tonight. We are skipping out on our pirate meal to do Palo. And then the hope is that we are done in time to see fireworks, because there are fireworks at sea and they're always really, really pretty. It's not like, oh jeez, it's not a, not like at the parks, but it certainly is very nice. So
It's pretty cool.
yay!
How are you feeling so far?
I'm very excited about what we just ordered. I think it's going to be a really good dinner. And we'll just see as the food starts coming out. I've also met Tom. He's our sommelier for the night. And he seems to know his stuff.
And this is the meaning of amuse-bouche in French. Amuse your palates. Signori, enjoy e buon appetito.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Two things. Number one, thank you so much for getting this reservation, because this is so cool. Number two, we just had like our first little appetizer, and if the rest of it is as good,
It was really good.
like
So it's called amuse-bouche, which is French. Dominic, our server, was just telling us it's French for amusing the palate. So it's that first layer.
So we have our wines that were recommended to us, and they are beautiful.
This one's very similar to a Sauvignon Blanc. It's very sharp. It tastes amazing. I've never had a white wine like this. And then Tyler got a sparkling wine from Italy.
I believe so. That or France. I don't remember much. I was just, I mean, this is not my specialty, so.
Yours was more interesting to me than mine was.
The Caputo flour is a Napolitan brand. Naples is a southern Italian city, very well known for the pizza around the world. And because it's a Napolitan brand, plenty Napolitan pizzeria in Naples use the same flour that we use here in Palo.
Okay, so they came over and explained our bread course. The thing that I liked about Tyler's wine was it has 3 different types of grapes in it. and it has a fuller body. And so I haven't tried it yet, but I have a feeling it's going to be really good. But I was very interested in it. I love wine and all things that have to do with wine. So I find understanding what you're drinking very fun.
On the side, 3 cheeses, Parmesan cheese. We have the big wheel on board that our chef break it by hand with a stamp on it. It's the real Parmesan cheese. Then we have a pecorino cheese that comes from the sheep's milk, and the caciotta cheese. Caciotta cheese is a cheese that comes mainly from the middle of Italy, central of Italy, region of Tuscany and Lazio is very popular. It's more soft and chewy compared with the other 2 cheeses, and it's filled up a little bit inside with some truffle, marinated olives with some marinated vegetables on the side as well, with a fennel, peppers, and eggplant. So enjoy and buon appetito.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Guys, we are going to be so full before the end of the night.
On the top, the biscuits, the pieces of biscuits is the amaretto biscuits, and on each agnolotti we place a piece of buffalo mozzarella cheese.
Okay.
Signore, enjoy and buon appetito.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Probably something we've been looking forward to most of anything else on this menu. This is pasta with a little bit of a cookie, and it surprises a lot of people.
So you've got this really butternut squashy flavor at the front. The cheese plays a role in it. Then you've got the cookie bits are playing a role in it. So what you initially taste is not what you taste at the end. It's very different, but good different.
That's going to mess with you. It's phenomenal.
It's so good.
Absolutely fantastic. What's really just blowing my mind about it is it's the perfect, it's like you expect something kind of savory and you get the perfect amount of savory but also sweet as well. There's a hint of sweet, and just like Ann kind of said a few seconds ago, it just expands and it goes on. That'll mess with you in the best way.
It's really good.
Okay, so I ordered a steak with tonight's dinner as my main course, and they just walked out and they asked me what color knife I wanted out of the tray, and so I went with this really cool white one. It's like maybe James Bond status, but yeah, I feel bougie, very bougie. What color knife do you want? This place is awesome. Polished off my 8-ounce piece of beef tenderloin steak. It was phenomenal. It was absolutely mind-blowing. It came with 2 sauces. One was on the sweeter side, and the other was kind of a cheese-based sauce to help it be a little bit more savory. It's the trippiest thing because the steak didn't need a sauce, but at the same time, the sauces that were provided elevated it to such a high level that you're gonna want the sauce. So my mind is just absolutely blown all over the wall right now. It's so good. And how's your chicken?
It's huge. It is so good. I don't know if you can see. I've made quite a dent, but there's still a lot left. But it is delicious. It's so good. I'm so impressed. I think the big thing with chicken is that sometimes it can be really dry. Even in the nicest of restaurants, they dry out the chicken, and this has got a nice level of flavor, a good amount of moistness left to it, and then it also pairs really well with the sauce that they recommended for it. It's a broth-based sauce, and it's got a little bit of a wine reduction in it, and it's very, very good.
So the amaretto soufflé is the youngest one on the table, because the amaretto soufflé has been created by us a little bit later.
Okay.
While the chocolate soufflé is something that we served since 1998 on the Disney Magic. So 25 years, and we're still serving it. It means that our guests love it. What we do with the soufflé, I'm gonna do it with the chocolate.
Go ahead.
I'm really sorry, ma'am,
No.
because the chocolate is a little bit more what we do is souffle, we open the souffle in the middle. It's a little bit hotter, sir. And then what we do is pour in the vanilla and chocolate cream inside. Some extra calories, but those are magical calories. Yeah? On the side of the chocolate souffle, we serve a scoop of vanilla gelato.
Okay.
And here we have the amaretto souffle. On the amaretto souffle, what we do is pouring only the vanilla cream, because the chocolate with the amaretto wouldn't match that perfect. So the vanilla and amaretto is the perfect combination with the sweetness. And here on the side we serve a scoop of espresso gelato.
Ooh, okay.
So different types of gelato with the two different soufflés. So you enjoy and buon appetito.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pleasure, Simone.
So neither of us have ever had souffle before. So this will be very interesting. I am excited.
And you're not acting it up, are you?
So good. It tastes like a sugar cookie almost. But it's got that almond flavor to it, so it's really, really good. It's very light. It's very airy. The vanilla cream gives it this really nice texture. It's excellent.
Wow. So, the chocolate, incredibly rich, and it's like explosion of just in the best ways. I'm not even making coherent sense. This is so good. Try a little bit of gelato. The vanilla in that is perfect.
And why we serve this small drink? Because this small drink reminds a little bit of the limoncello concept. The limoncello is a very popular Italian digestive and refreshing. The scroppino is a little bit different ingredients, but the concept is still the same.
So he said to sip this and not shoot it. A lot of people shoot it because it's in
a shot glass.
Yeah, it's in a shot glass. Just kidding.
It tastes super good.
It tastes like a fancy Sprite. I can't believe I just did that in a nice restaurant. I feel like such a loser now.
I know it's a small thing, but I really wanted to do something for you.
That means a lot.
It's an amazing achievement. 5 years, it's 5 years anniversary.
Yeah.
Thank you.
A pleasure, signore. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
So we just finished up with dessert.
I'm sad.
I'm sad that it's over. I'm so full. I thought, okay, so we did the appetizer and then we had a first course. And I thought, no way, we're going to be full. And they brought out the main course. It was huge for both of us.
All the courses have been insanely...
They've been large.
Yeah, they've been on the larger end.
And then we just got our dessert, which you guys saw.
Bread between everything too, which is filling.
And we had an amuse-bouche at the beginning. If you're thinking about doing Palo, do it. I'm sure Remy is just as good, and maybe next time we go on a cruise, we'll make a point to do Remy. But if you're on the fence about Palo, Palo is very approachable in its menu. It's very approachable in what it has to offer. The wait staff is amazing. They walked us through all of this.
Domenico, like our server tonight, I don't think I would ever want to have, and I'm sure the rest of the staff is outstanding, but Domenico, he tells a story with every single, like he tells you how your dish is made, why it's made the way it is. It really is like a story of Italy. Venice, right?
Yeah.
Story of Venice and why they prepare things the way they do in Venice. And it's absolutely outstanding.
He just walked by.
He just walked by. I think he was about to check on us.
If you're on a Disney cruise, make sure you get this reservation. Know your dates leading up to your cruise date. So if you're a first-time cruiser, you can book 90 days out. Second-time cruiser, 75 days out. I don't know the rest because this is only our second time cruising, but as you cruise more frequently, you get closer and closer dates of when you can reserve times at things like Palo, the cabanas, all of those really high-end things that you get to do on the cruise ships. You get those sooner when you cruise more frequently, or to bypass all of that, cruise concierge, because you get first dibs over everybody else, including Pearl, which is the newest level on the cruise ships. So, but we would definitely recommend Palo. It's been amazing.
And in the honor of Pirate Night, tonight's blanket animal, towel animal, whatever you want to call it, I think it's Davy Jones.
I do too.
So we just got back from Pirate Night. We totally didn't do and like in between Palo and Pirate Night. So that's what we did. We made it up for fireworks. They were super cool. I feel like every year they get a little bit better.
It's cool because Disney Cruise Line is the only cruise that can shoot off fireworks at sea. I don't know what you have to do to get permission to do that, but Disney has it. So they're not like park caliber. They don't go up as high. They're not as loud. But then again, with how close they are going off to the boat, you probably don't want them to be as loud.
Today was a really long day. A really great day though. We, started off the day, we didn't take the camera on, but we did ride the aqueduct. We had a little bit of fun by the pools. And then what did we do after that?
We did the midship detective agency.
Yes,
we saw
did
who was stealing the paintings.
You went into trivia. I went and got my hair done. The braid did not really survive being outside in the wind. All of my hair is kind of fallen out, but we'll see how it looks in the morning.
Still looks pretty slick.
I tucked all of my hair back. And then we had dinner at Palo. Ended it with fireworks for Pirates Night. I feel like it was a really great day. So tomorrow we're at Tortola and we have a snorkeling day. So it'll be super fun, but we'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.